jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up bushels of fun.
Pretend it's still the holidays.
The jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell twist. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing and jingle bells swing.
That
In the frosty air.
When the XC90, the second generation, arrived in 2015, we were all left like super impressed. And I think that's because it like looked incredible, it was well engineered, it had things like this iPad infotainment system that we hadn't really seen before. It was just like super impressive. And then in 2019 it had, I mean, I don't think one can call it a facelift, to be honest. It was like the most mild facelift I think I've ever seen on a car. And then now again, it's had another teeny tiny facelift. I think like the interior, maybe the steering wheel, this sort of multi-function area vibes and stuff, could start doing with actually a bit more of an update. It needs to be a little bit more modern. You see, the change is under the bonnet. And that is because Volvo has now introduced a very mild hybrid system into its engines. Now, when I say mild, I mean it is super mild. You wouldn't even know that there was any form of kind of hybrid battery, anything going on under this bonnet. The only way you know is by a tiny little battery icon on the instrument cluster over here. And it has sort of regenerative braking for good measure as well. So the whole point of it really is to lower CO2 emissions, obviously, and I would say fuel consumption, but it's a bit of a push because, look, it's claimed at 7.5 litres per 100 Ks, but you have to remember as well that this is an enormous car. So this engine has to work really hard in order for it to be powered around, you know. This B5 model kicks off the range at about 1.2 million rand. The inscription trim level, which is what I'm driving with all the bells and whistles, is about 60,000 rand more. Inside there's clean zone climate control. Now, it all seems a little bit scientific to me, and I couldn't even repeat it if I tried. So it's like the 0.2 somethings, molecule, milli thingies. Basically, it's much cleaner air in here, which I suppose is a good thing. I do love the practicality of this car. So this has got 7 seats. I think the only problem for me is that I wish it was electronic. I wish, because it's such an enormous boot, which I love. Do not get me wrong, it's probably my favorite thing. I mean, it's me just maybe being a little bit lazy, but in this sort of price range and where it feels so luxurious and really refined, I want that kind of thing. Overall, the XC90 continues to be one of my favorite SUVs on the market. It is luxurious and refined and comfortable and spacious and just, yeah, overall, still loving this car. I'm going on holiday in it now for a long road trip. I'm very excited about it.